Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Lucklight Plays. We're starting out a Castlevania game. We're starting Circle of the Moon for the Game Boy Advance. Decided to do Castlevania just because I kind of felt like it. There's no real other reason. I have played this a couple times before. As you can see, I have unlocked a couple extra modes that you get after you beat the game a couple times, but it's been a long time since I played this, so probably gonna be pretty rusty. But hopefully we should. I can't fit my name. There we go. I know most people know what Castlevania is by now. It's been what, 30 years. But this one actually is. Everybody seems to know Castlevania Symphony of the Night. This one kind of came from that kind of gameplay style. It's like Symphony of the Night was very popular, so they moved this kind of gameplay. I think they dubbed it the Metroidvania because it's the combination of, you know, Castlevania castles and enemies and dungeons, and the theme of Metroid, just traveling around and finding stuff, procedural dungeons, whatever. So this one comes after that, technically. They moved all of those games to the Game Boy Advance, the DS, the 3DS. So graphics are not as tight as they were on the PS1, but the gameplay, I'd like to think that it's kind of honed and reformed and works well. This one is actually the least favorite of the three of most people. But it was the first one. It was they were just trying this out on the Game Boy Advance, and the visuals are a little bit rough, but you'll see what I mean. Anyway, let's get this started. It's your basic Castlevania plot. It's someone tries to revive Dracula. Random person related to Belmont suddenly shows up, and you know, that's another reason why people didn't like this one, because it didn't star a Belmont or a previously established Belmont. There's no Belmonts in this game. And for some reason Count Dracula looks like Rob Zombie. Indeed. Stars like some Baldwins. You. Alright, can you guess which one of these characters is me? It's this guy, Nathan Graves. Alright. So, here's my setup. This is pretty much the basic gameplay style, the Vampire Killer style. There's multiple styles in this game. After you beat the game, you get a fighter mode that like raises your attack really high, but lowers everything else. There's a magician mode where magic is really strong, but your physical attack is not. I think there's also like a shooter mode, which is your daggers, axes, whatever are strong, but everything else isn't. There's multiple modes you can play, but this is the basic starting mode. Let me try to explain what's going on here. I don't have any cards yet. I will explain that when I get some. Get your equipment. I have nothing. As I was. cards. I don't have anything. I don't have any magic items. So, alright. Not much to explain there, I guess. So, here we go. I don't have a run button or anything, and he kind of moves kind of slow at this stage, but he'll get faster. Let's not get hit by the bombs. So, I don't think there's any secret rooms in this first place, but... Oop. There's a card. There's a salamander card. Alright, so attribute and action cards will create a specific effect. These can be set at the menu screen, DSS option. I don't have any DSS abilities yet because I need 2 cards to activate. Let me explain that. You have an action card and an attribute card. You need 1 of each. I got the salamander, which is a, well, there it is. It's the fire abilities. But I do not have the action card that will go along with it yet. So, once we find that, we'll be able to use our special abilities. Which I think is the kind of the highlight of this game. Because they never really did anything like this. Maybe it wasn't very well received. I don't know. Oop, got hit. And you can see that my life and my magic points and my hearts are up on the top left. Health is a red bar, magic's a blue bar, I don't have any magic yet. Magic meter goes down as you use your card abilities. God, every skeleton has a bomb today. I think these guys drop the first cards. Can I get back up there? Oh yeah, and if I hold the attack button down, I can do this little spin move. That'll deflect attacks and hit kind of weak, but it'll hit. There we go. The Mercury card. That's the first action card. So, if I equip, they're automatically equipped. I got the Mercury card and Salamander card active. And I hit the button. I do a little motion there. Now I'm glowing, and I do the Flame Whip. And your magic points regenerate over time, so there's no real worry about that. But in the beginning stages of the game, you're gonna watch the magic meter, because your attacks will not be as... You can run out pretty quickly, actually. But later on, you get more and more fancy little abilities. And to turn it off, you can just hit the button again. Boop. Now, one thing to remember is the enemies have strengths and weaknesses. I picked up a potion. So, say that skeleton bomber there, they're strong against fire. Because they're fire guys, I guess. Why can I not kill that guy? Alright. So, if you use the Flame Whip on them, you'll hit weaker than as if you were just hitting normally. So, you have to pay attention to that. I think there was a way you could look at your... Maybe they didn't put that in yet, but I always thought there was a way you could actually look at enemy strengths and weaknesses, but I guess it's up to your imagination. So it's safe. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's a Castlevania game. So we're just how we're gonna organize these episodes is I'm gonna try to, get as far as I can. If I have to do grinding, like, there is a level component to this game, I believe. It's been a while. Let me check. Yeah, there's an experience system. If I have to level, God forbid, I shouldn't have to, but if I do, I'll do it off screen. So all it's gonna be me is just running back and forth, hitting the same things. Yep, and oop. And poison sucks. It drains your life. In some Castlevanias, poison actually does not drain your life, it just makes you weak for a little while. This one actually drains your life, so you gotta be careful. I think I missed something over here, so... and if I have to farm for cards, like, cards are all found by monster drops. So if you end up not finding the card right away, you'll have to stand there and, you know, fight the same monsters over and over and over and over. So it's best to, I'll probably do that off screen if I have to. There's probably going to be a couple episodes where I go back and I find all the secrets that I missed, because chances are I will. And a lot of the gameplay of this game, like any Castlevania, is to backtrack as much as possible and find stuff that you previously couldn't get. So, I have a magic gauntlet. This is my intelligence. But things will get a little quicker as the game goes through. There's a thing that'll allow me to run. So, it won't be just me taking a little gentle stroll. I remember this guy. This guy's a bastard. I think he drops a card, though. Daggers do a whole lot of nothing to him. Yeah, see, there's an ability you can get later on that I love to use, and it's a sword. It turns your weapon into a sword. I didn't drop it. And, it gives me that, like, overarch swing that becomes really useful against flying monsters. So, you'll probably see me use that a lot. Dash boots. Now I can run. There we go. Things are moving a little bit faster now. Oop. Gotta time those jumps. Nothing there. The dash boots allow me to jump a little bit farther in a direction. Suddenly everybody drops a wristband. Let's go this way. Nothing there. I do know I need to restore my life a little bit. Some point. Ah yes, the customary for a Castlevania to have zombies pop out and annoy you. Skeletons. These poison worms are kind of annoying. Alright, moving slow a little bit, but we'll get there. Just run by all that. Ooh, armor. Oh, might as well just take the hit. I got potions if I need it. I might need it. Let's use one of those antidotes. Stop that noise. Alright, if I was a save point, where would I be? Where would you be if you were a save point? So that spear. Alright, so we got all manner of monsters here. Alright, I am going to desperately try to find a safe point here. Using deductive reasoning, where would you put a safe point if you were in this castle? Right here. And you'll probably see me doing that a lot, like, running back and forth, going, fun fact, that Earth Demon probably dropped a card too. So I may have to farm him in between episodes. Alright, let's head back down. Crap. Let's head back down and see what we can find down here. Another Earth Demon. Speak of the devil. This one's in a little more of a tight corridor, so it's less mobile. That's right, I do have a slide ability. Completely forgot about it. You run. Wait. How did I do that? There it is. Extra heart. Try one more time on this, yeah, not skeleton, it's Earth Demon. Magic gauntlets. Would be... Yeah, I think he drops, if I remember correctly, which I probably don't. Ow. I think he drops the, not the Earth card. Which is strange. The Earth card is kind of overpowered. Anyway, so... let's give it a few more tries. Why not? Another magic gauntlet. Yeah, the only problem with this is there's no way to sell your items or drop your items, so I'm probably going to have a ton of weird crap by the end. No card. Alright, I'll get this later. Conserve my magic points there. Alright, what am I looking at here? This is the way I started, right? Yes, it is. It's kind of obvious. Magic Point Max. They'll come in handy. Because I do abuse cards a lot. Like, well, it's not... I really wouldn't call it abusing, because you're kind of supposed to, but I use them a whole lot in later stages. Yeah, I was just asking for that. Everything even up here. Yep. Hit point max. Alright, so game pretty much teaches you at this point the 3 items you can find to upgrade your stats. You had your heart gauge up, your magic point gauge up, your health point gauge up. So, teaching while doing. I have to admit, it's weird that I'm not playing an RPG at this point. Seems like that's all I do lately. It's a different beast, I'll tell you that. I feel like I have to concentrate more, which makes finding commentary difficult, but I'm trying. Alright, which way? So, challenging myself. There we go. Thought there was a X up there. Spirits. Lots of spirits. Okay, so I think go up here next and not get hit by bombs. Mudmen. Yeah, I was gonna get hit anyway. Give me a lot of upgrades all of a sudden. I'm gonna need double jump for that. Alright. Seems like all the enemies that dropped the first 2 cars are in this room. So, just in case you didn't pick it up already, there's probably a good chance you're going to get it here. Oh yeah, and then you can do this kind of crap. Just kind of wrap at its head until it dies. Alright, what am I looking at here? I got an area that I can't get to. There's an area that I kind of skipped. Let's go back down there. Yeah, map completion is also very useful, not because it gives you some, you know, percentile that you need to win. It just gives you tend to find more shit that way. And that's kind of the name of the game, is finding stuff. Alright, so I slid into an area that I can't slide back, so I have to be careful here. Oh, you know what? It's probably gonna loop around, isn't it? No, you can't stand on those. In former games, you could stand on those things, and you wouldn't take damage, but apparently Nathan's feet are so weak that he stands on bones and gets hurt. Alright, so that was... whoa. Nice try, Bucko. That was useful. Alright, so the one below me there is locked up, so I can't get there, so let's go this way. Oh, yep, here's where you can slide out. So it was a little loopy area that you can pick up a health point upgrade. I saw that coming and I just stood there. Took it in the shot. Took the shot in the knee. So that running jump is actually what's powering me through these jumps now. And to do the running, you have to double tap the direction you want to go. So feels like I'm just going to double tap like every 3 seconds. Alright. Where am I going? I feel like I'm going to ask that over and over. Where am I going? Alright. I think that's a good stopping point for now. So yeah, that's the general gist of Castlevania Circle of the Moon. Things are going to get a little more crazy as things go, but, you know, that's par for the course, right? So, anyway, I hope you join me for the next one, where we continue our exploration of the castle, and, I think I'm going to go back and get that, serpent card. I believe that's there. I could be wrong, but it's worth checking out. So either way, hope you join me for the next one. I'll show it to you if I get it. Hopefully I'll get it. So either way, my name is Lucklight. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.